Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there in Twitch land? Oh, hello, beautiful. How are you? Good job in being the first one here. I really need to make a first redeem. I only have the normal ones. I need to talk to people about that. Hello, mother. I need to talk to people about that. That's my wife. I don't know if you know this. I am married. Oh, this one's fucked. Hopefully that burns okay. Happily, yes, happily married. You can say her name. People know her name is Jen. It's weird. To an outside observer, I feel like the hi makes it seem like you're like, oh, this is the first I've heard about this marriage. Hello, nice to meet you, person. How are you, mother? How was your day? Why are you still awake? Go to bed. It is past your bedtime. I mean, leave the stream up. Don't stop. Like, leave that. Just go plug it in and leave that off to the side. I need the views. But honestly, Dad needs an account, and it needs to just live on his computer. Well, thank you. This thing, I can already tell. This thing's gonna smoke like shit. Alright, I'll probably call him this weekend. It would be my guess. Let's get this loaded up. I hate that they do that. Okay. 16 by 9. Game capture. Jagex launcher? Is this gonna get me what I want? That's the one that I want. Do up, ba doo ba doo. Ooh, 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 honey. Type. We want a free world. A whole free world. I'm gonna go. Okay, don't want that. Let's try world 575. She's sicky chick. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? She's doing rough, but she's also still happy as a little clam and funny and friendly and kind and all of her normal things. So, like, she's doing a little rough, but overall she's pretty okay. I appreciate you asking. Thank you. Now, we get to do character creation. She is making my wife's snow globes out of magnetiles. That's what she was doing when I was up there as well. So, I want to do more daytime streaming. Like co-worky streams where I can just like jump on, I do some work, y'all do some work, hang out, do that kind of thing. I think that's a good haircut. If you see anything that you love, oh, we're going long ass beard. We do need more rewards. Don't waste your HFCs like that. Those are precious. But if you see anything that you want to change on my character, let me know. So yeah, I want to do more daytime streams, like more morning streams, stuff like that. But that, when I go in and I'm like, oh, like let's do it. I'm like, oh well, I love to play like RuneScape because it's a super simple game that I can go and like just bullshit in, make some background progress, whatever. But the startup like takes actual effort. Like I've got to be engaged in shit while I'm doing stuff. What do you think of that shirt? Tell me what you think of that shirt while we work on arms. So, in my effort to stream every day, puffy shirt might be nice. I kind of like that. In an effort to stream every day, it looks like there's only two, and I'm going to go with the silver. Bell bottoms and a puffy shirt? How do we feel about that? Hello, Dad. How are you? How you feeling? How's life? Is Mom being nice to you? If Mom's not being nice to you, blink twice. Okay? Just let me know, okay? Babe, what color should my hair and beard be? I don't love the blue. Even though it is on brand, I feel like that is also on brand. You like this one? How's that one doing for you? Wait, Mom, you're blinking twice? Are you blinking twice because you're not being nice to you? Are you okay? You like this one? This isn't branding colors though. Ooh, I actually don't mind the lilac. What do you think? What do you think about the lilac? Listen, that ship has sailed. I confuse the hell out of Mom every single day. Meh, do lilac? No, do you like this purple? You want that purple? It's fine. Tells me, ooh, how about that purple? We're going purple with the hair. You can pick the shirt color, Vox. Also, hello, Vox. How are you? No, we're not making Peter Griffin. We're making Accidental. How's that for color? What do you think? Ooh, that one's not bad. How's the music level? Level? How's the levels? The levels on the sounds. Tell me what we think on the torso while I do the legs. I luffle you, buddy. Ooh. That's a color. Sound level good? Okay. What do we think about the torso jacket color? I kind of liked those yellow pants. I'm not going to lie to you. I could make the pants match the hair. This is the one. Let me know what we think. Yeah, I want him white as a ghost. I wish his skin could get lighter. I want his skin to blend in with his shirt. That's what I want. I want the skin to blend in with the shirt. What do we think, folks? So yeah, I want to do RuneScape during the day, But this part takes time. And I'm not gonna, I don't have the, like, I can't do this during the day, right? Also, Mother, if you recall, you paid for this game 20 years ago for me. Very briefly. But this was the first second, because we played with Auntie Sharon, Realm. Which, honestly, I might get back into. Realmserver.net used to be the Realm MMO RPG. The Realm Online? Is that what it's called now? It is. It's the Realm Online. Oh, it changed to realmserver.com. It used to be realmserver.net because it was a network. And I'm only now just realizing that this was very much in the same vein as something like Second Life, where just with a fantasy skin on it. Definitely, like, you still beat monsters and fight monsters and shit, but I might play this. I might play this soon. Because it's still getting updates. I wish I could remember Auntie Sharon's, because I think it was Sharon, like, character information and shit. What was that? I feel like there was a sound. Did a thing happen? Yeah. Yeah, it was $5, I think, back in the day. And you're like, for a video game? And you have to pay it every month? Okay, I guess. And we did it for a few months. But we also, like, you also paid for Realm Server, and I still have the old printed out email that you have from 2002 or something, when you signed me up for a Realm account because of Auntie Sharon. Because we played it when we went down to Georgia. But yeah, I don't have that anymore. I'm gonna assume that we're all cool with the colors and the motif of my character. I swear this is probably the hair that I get every single time. Look at me. If that's not high fashion, I don't know what is. Before you begin, have a read through the controls guide in the top left corner of the screen. When you're ready to get started, click on the Gielinor guide. He's indicated by the flashing yellow arrow. Yeah, she, when we went down to visit one of the trips to Disney, she showed me the game, and she had, like, hand-drawn maps and shit that she had gone through dungeons and stuff like that. And then, when I got back home, she, like, all of her guildmates, her friends in the game, gave me a bunch of gear, because they're like, oh, you're so-and-so's nephew? Like, here, have stuff. And it was very kind and very sweet, and one of the first positive gaming experiences that I ever had in a social setting like this. And I'm only realizing now as an adult how, like, powerful of an experience that kind of thing is. But yeah, I did. A long time ago. Greetings, I see you're a new arrival to the world of Gielinor. My job is to welcome all new visitors, so welcome. You've already learned the first thing needed to succeed in this world, talking to other people. You will find many inhabitants of this world have useful things to say to you. By clicking on them, you can talk to them. Ooh, let me... Fresh account. Why didn't that go in? I clicked on it. Does that say... Oh. Stream language. Oh, it said select. I thought it said secret content labels. I was like, what are secret content labels? I want to know more about this. Perfect. By clicking on them, you can talk to them. Before we get going, if you could be so kind to let me know how much experience you have with old school RuneScape, that would be wonderful. I am going to say that I have no experience. I'm brand new. This is my first time here. Wonderful, thank you. Now then, let's start by looking at your settings menu. I am playing Minecraft. Doesn't it look good? But, like, low-key, does it say Minecraft? Because, like... Okay, it does not say Minecraft. Flashing spanner icon. On the side panel, you now see... Great. I'm doing this because the last time... You didn't have a 1993 Dell because you weren't alive then. I'm doing the tutorial because I recently, and by recently... Yeah, Roblox is more Death Osh's speed, I think. Don't want to be running. Oh. I was given an item. Stop it. I need to be better about clicking. There are things that you don't get if you don't go through the tutorial island, if I remember correctly. I managed to catch some shrimps. I believe shrimps are bugs. On this menu, you can view your skills. Your skills can be leveled up by earning experience, which is gained by performing various activities. As you level up your skills, you will earn new unlocks. Speak to the survival expert to continue. Accidental, that's my name. You guys like it? You like Accidental? I've managed to catch some shrimp. Death Osh is more familiar with Putt Putt Adventure. Are you talking about like a putting game? Because I've thought about doing some golf on here. Or are you talking about Putt Putt Saves the Zoo? Because like we could do that too. Excellent work. Now that you have some shrimp, you're going to want to cook them. To do that, you'll need a fire. This brings us to the woodcutting and fire-making skills. The survival expert gives you a bronze axe and a tinderbox. It's time to cook your shrimp. However, you require a fire to do that, which means you need some logs. You can cut down a tree using your woodcutting skill. All you need is an axe. It's me. Stop jumping on frogs, Death Osh. That's animal cruelty. We've talked about this. You managed to cut some logs. Now I'll take the tinderbox and use them on the logs. Hooray! Now I click on the raw shrimps and I use them on there. I managed to cook some shrimps. Well done. You've just cooked your first meal. Speak to the survival expert if you want to recap. Otherwise, you can move on. Click the gate shown and follow the path. Remember, you can use your arrow keys to rotate the camera. Let's go. We're going to go over here. There is apparently a plugin, like an add-on for Runescape, that allows me... Ooh. Oh, this lets me buy... This button here, I think, lets me buy the membership. Oh. Ah, yes. It is. It's opening. Yeah, I don't need that right now. It's fine. But yeah, there's like an add-on overlay. Man, it's actually genuinely getting a resurgence right now. There are 200,000 people playing at the moment. So it's not just my dumbass saying, like, we should play RuneScape. Like, everybody is saying we should play RuneScape because it's still fantastic. And this game has actually been consistent. I don't know if you guys know this or not. This game has been consistently updated throughout the years. There's also RuneScape, whereas this is old school RuneScape, right? Because they updated RuneScape to a new style and version, and all of the fan base was like, what the fuck are you doing? Give me back my game. So they did, and they're just running in parallel. And there's just two games now. Old school RuneScape and regular RuneScape. RuneScape 3, I think. And with old school RuneScape, every update that happens goes through a vote. The player base votes on what gets implemented and added to the game. So, like, let me see. Oh, I don't see it. There's a sailing skill now, which might only show up when you get membership, because, like, there's member skills all over the place. But there's a sailing skill that they were adding to the game, and you have to be... Essentially, you have to be an adult in the game to play. So you need to have at least X number of levels and at least X number of time played before your vote matters. And it's a ridiculous, like, 90% of the player base has to agree that they want that in the game before something gets implemented. It's amazing. This is such an incredible like thing. However, I do know, I think it was private equity recently got into owning Jagex and RuneScape and everything, and that's been kind of a thing. So we'll see how it continues. But yeah, so far so good. What's really a bummer is that I think it was during my unemployment, I got really big into RuneScape for a hot minute, couple of weeks, and I have like, my goal was to, since I was unemployed, I couldn't pay for membership. My goal was to max out all of the non-member skills, and I got up to like a total level of 750, 800 or so. And then I kind of fell off of it. Then I kind of started talking about streaming, and I was like, well, I'm gonna want to play RuneScape on stream. So if I'm gonna do that, I don't want to put in too much progress into the game, right? So I stopped playing. But once I get through a lot of this stuff and like level up a little bit, once I kind of complete all the quests from the first area, or the non-members area, the free area, there's a word for it, I might give myself back like the god armor. I might transfer it over. It's literally god armor. It's the least popular of the rune god armor. I might do that because like I still put in all that time, you know. Ah, welcome newcomer. I am the master chef. Lev. It is here that I will teach you how to cook food truly fit for a king. I already know how to cook. Brenda taught me just now. You call that cooking? Some shrimp on an open log fire? No, 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 no. I'm going to teach you the fine art of cooking bread. Typical baker, pretentious as shit. You know? The master chef gives you some flour and some water. This is the base for many meals. To make dough, you must mix flour with water. To do so, click on the flour in your inventory. Then, with the flour highlighted, click on the water to combine them into dough. Yep. You made some dough. Now you've made the dough. You can bake it in some bread. To do so, just click on the indicated range. Your character is now attempting to bake some bread. This will take a few seconds. You managed to break some bread. Well done, you've baked your first loaf of bread. As you gain experience in cooking, you will be able to make the other things like pies and cakes. You can now use the next door to move on. If you need a recap on anything, talk to the master chef. Look at how they got this tutorial island set up. You've got to go through the checks. Oh, that painting. That's a nice painting right there. There was no yeast. It's an unleavened bread, if we're honest. There's flour and water. I'm ready for Seder? Shabbos? Passover? What's the right one, Vox? When navigating the world, you can either run or walk. Running is faster, but you can't run for long, as you'll soon run out of energy. You can use the flashing orb next to the minimap to toggle running. Why don't you try it? Head to the next section. Perfect. All I know is that I can't bowl on Shabbos. I also love, Vox, I cannot tell you how much I enjoy the fact that you are talking more during RuneScape than you have through any other game that I've been playing. That just tickles me pink, and I don't know why. It's time to learn about quests. Just talk to the quest guide to get started. Ah, welcome adventurer. I'm here to tell you about quests. Let's start by opening your quest list. I love it. I love it. Click on the flashing icon to the left of your inventory. So these are the quests. Mazel to Sunny. Mazel to Sunny. So you can see here, there's 30-something quests that are non-members quests. These are just regular quests that everybody in the world can play They'll take you a couple hundred, like not a couple hundred. They'll take you, 50, 60 hours just to do the quests and to do the associated skills. Like, you got a lot of value out of this game for free. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through all of the quests. I might, before I do Dragon Slayer, because this is the first quest, or this is the last quest of the free stuff. And you can see, release year 2001, which is when I did this quest the first time. Jesus, that was a long time ago. I love that they add the release years in there. Hyper consumer friendly game, ultra community driven, dope shit. Yes, 1000%. It's amazing. When I get to Dragon Slayer, I might. That's the point that I might give myself the gear that I've got on the other account. But otherwise, like, that's a lot of quests. Prince Ali, this is the one that we need to do first. Not first, but like pretty fucking soon. Because this opens up a gate that will be very, very useful for me. Rune Mysteries is nice, because that lets me create runes. Just great. And then, look at this scroll bar. That's all the free quests, right? And that's a good amount of content. This is all of the the paid quests. Just an insane amount. And then there's that mini quests. I don't even know what mini quests are. Daddy's home. That's wild. And then not to mention like all this stuff. Now I'm not doing Iron Man. Oh, my dome's in the way. Damn it. Where is a good place to put that? Probably top left for this, yeah? Tell me what you think here. Video capture device. Is that better? Is that better? I'll have to make a Runescape one. Runescape specific. What's interesting is that you're seeing my desktop here and here. Oh no, you're not seeing my desktop. You're seeing the background of the thing? What is this? Yeah, you're seeing that. Interesting. It is RuneScape. Also, just so you know, I was going to go and do my measurements. This is for you specifically. I was going to do my measurements, and then it was like, be in a suit! And I was like, no. I'm not. No. So, tomorrow, I'll put on a suit to get the measurements. Tomorrow. It's open on Jen's computer. She's aware. She's harassing me about it. Tomorrow. Yes, RuneScape is amazing, and I wanted to play it. I want to play it during daytime streams, and this is Twitch. Y'all are used to be people repeating information, so I really want to do daytime streams because, like, sometimes I just want to jump on, and maybe it's my morning coffee, right? I'd smoke a cigar and have my coffee and like check some emails and do some shit, right? But if I don't do the preamble stuff first, it takes for, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't like actively play RuneScape right now. I'm like, it's in the middle of the day. That's ridiculous. That's not possible. So there's that. You know? You feel me? This is your quest journal. It lists every quest in the game. Sorry. So like my face was in the way before. Thank you, Vox, for pointing that out. So yes, lower chat, yes. However, and also, that's why I said I had to make a specific setup specifically for RuneScape to like shrink it and make it, because it's always going to look the same, and I'm going to be doing it a lot. So I'm going to have to finagle that one, because that requires me to go into stream elements and like change the thing, and like that's not what we're doing here, you know? But yeah, okay, so now that you can actually see, here's the free quests, right? And it goes down to there, right? This is the free quests. Do you see that tiny little gap? The rest of that is all the member quests. And it's only like $7 a month or something. So the amount of content that you're getting with all of these skills, plus some, because I'm pretty sure sailing is a thing, and it's just not on here right now. My computer was not great back in the day, and I still did. I got a little bit. I got enough membership time to get like a dragon piece of gear or something. Dragon dagger. I remember I had a dragon axe. I remember I had, which you can see if you actually click on them. So let's go to wood cutting, and this will tell you which. Oh, this is a nice new interface. This is new, even from when I played. Members, dragon axe. You can get an axe made of dragons. And it tells you, like, hey, this is the stuff that you can do to free levels, right? Like, boom, rune axe is going to be the best thing that you can get free. And then if you go and get a membership, you can level up to 99 and get some better things. And then there's forestry, which is mostly a members thing, but I need to remember to do it on this character. This is all membership. I don't think you can do canoes as a free player. But like, I remember back in the day, the best magic armor you could get was the split bark armor. None of this shit existed. Nothing past 40. All of that stuff was just not there. Split bark armor was it. And split bark armor you had to make with you had to like chop down hollow trees and then make it with the crafting skill, and then your magic had to be high enough for you to be able to wear it. It was amazing. Y'all should, like, honestly, if everybody started playing RuneScape, all of my viewers and stuff, like all of my buddies sat here and started playing RuneScape, I would definitely, I think there's a guild system in this game, and I would be so happy to do that. Let's go. Okay, so he's going to tell us something. Now that you have the quest list open, you can see all the quests within it. Clicking one of these quests will display some more information on it. If you haven't started the quest, it'll tell you where to begin, and what requirements you need. If the quest is in progress, it'll remind you what to do next. That's another thing. It goes red if you haven't started it, yellow if you've started it and made some progress on it, green if it's complete. So it's really satisfying. All of the shit goes to green. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. Yep. It's very easy to find quest start points. You just look out for the quest icon on your minimap. You should see one marking this house. It's that guy. Do you see that little blue quest? Just like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now I gotta look into guilds. Oh, and it shows you there. The minimap in the top right corner of the screen has various icons to show different points of interest. Look for the icon to the left to start quest point, to find quest start points. Quests themselves can vary greatly from collecting beads to hunting down dragons. Completing quests will reward you with all sorts of things such as new areas and better weapons. There's not a lot more I can tell you about questing. You have to experience the thrill of it yourself to fully understand. Let me know if you want to recap, otherwise you can move on. Now we get on the ladder. What did I say I was downloading? I was too busy playing Dark Souls. You know, I keep talking about Dark Souls, I'm going to misinterpret your typos. Old school Dark Souls, before they changed it and made it suck. Hi there, you must be new around here. So what do I call you? Newcomer. Seems so impersonal. And if we're going to be working together, I'd rather call you by your name. You can call me Accidental. Huh? Did you get it? Okay then, Accidental. My name's Desic, and I'm a miner by trade. Let's teach you how to mine. Oh, get out of here. Dale Souls Jr. is a good callback. I like that. Mining is very simple. All you need is a pickaxe. The rocks around here contain tin and copper. Why don't you get started by mining some? Also, I need to... Hello, little sister. How are you? Wonderful to see you. Make sure you use your Twitch Prime sub, because... Are you currently... You got the thing, so you should be fine. To mine a rock, all you need to do is click on it. First, try mining some tin. I totally knocked the fuck out earlier. I apologize for that. I was very sleepy. Just like every Monday. Jesse, that's... I don't know if you know, Jim's mom is my mother. Where'd my lighter go? Yeah, every Monday feels like 2 days. Every single one of them. And it has every single week. And Tuesdays don't feel that way. Wednesdays don't feel that way. Mondays do. It's wild. I have a bronze bar. What now? Now that you got a bar, you can smith it into a weapon. Smith something you need a hammer and an anvil. There's some anvils right there that you can use. See if you can make a bronze dagger. The mining instructor gave you a hammer. Let's go. I guess I'll make a dagger. Oh, it automatically does all of them? No, it didn't. Okay, great. I'm gonna make an axe. Oh, I already have an axe. You cannot make this on Tutorial Island. Did my child just come knocking? I don't know. Congratulations, you made your first weapon. Now it's time to move on. Go through the gates by the arrow. Remember, you may need to move the camera to see your surroundings. Oh, okay. That should be fine. I don't know what my wife has planned in her life. You have a key to the house. Yeah, like, you're always welcome over here. Okay, child. Adeline, what are you doing, babe? You're going to sleep? Yeah. Okay, well, if you're gonna knock when I'm streaming, you gotta come on out. Close the door. You know who you can come talk to?
Who is it?
There's 2 people that you know in here.
Who is it?
Who do you think the green one is?
I don't know.
It says Jim's mom. Who's Jim's mom? Who's Jim?
Of you.
Who's my mom?
I don't know.
Gamma.
Gamma. Hi, Gamma.
And then Phoenix Risen is your Auntie Jessie. Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Uncle Vox.
Hi, Auntie Jessie.
Oh, what did Gamma say?
Hi, Auntie.
And then below that? Bottom one.
Papa wants to say hi. Where's Auntie Jessie?
Auntie Jessie said, "Hi, Addie, I love you."
Is that all she said only?
Yes. What do you expect?
Nothing?
Yeah.
What are you playing?
This is called Runescape. This is a game that Daddy played 25 years ago.
I was about to say when you were a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
About my age.
Not your age, because your age, this technology didn't exist yet. Oh. Tanta Lauren says hi.
Hi, Tanta Lauren.
And then Auntie Jessie says, "I have something for you from the Renaissance Fair." And Mama said she's watching Inside Out without you.
Ah.
Give me a hug.
Ah.
I love you.
Well,
Say
you
goodnight. Say
good
goodnight, everyone.
night. Good night, everyone.
Stay here, my man. Go quick. Listen, the people love her, so like, I'm fine with it. Level 146, Jesus Christ. Hi, my name's Accidental. Do I look like I care? To me, you're just another newcomer who thinks they're ready to fight. She will. She is a little star. I am Vinaka, the greatest swordsman alive, and I'm here to teach you the basics of combat. Let's get started by teaching you to wield a weapon. Now we click on the worn equipment. We click on the equipment things. Great. You're now holding your dagger. Clothes, armor, and weapons are more are equipped like this. You can unequip items by clicking on them in the worn inventory. Speak to the combat instructor to continue. Very good, but that little butter knife isn't going to protect you much. Let's get something a bit better. Once you're properly equipped, we can move on to some actual combat. The combat instructor gives you a bronze sword and a wooden shield. This is my combat interface. Now we go to the gate. Ooh. Well, we got to open the gate before we can go and steal some bones. In order to level your prayer skill, you have to bury bones. And then you see I got 4 experience. This is why we're using Runelight. This is a like aftermarket thing. Good night, honey. I love you. Sweet dreams. After stream, I'll come up and say hi. But yeah, so like here you can see. Oh, interesting. What? Huh. It's not showing this part. That's fascinating. I'll have to look into that. Interesting. Weird. But this whatchamacallit, the launcher that I'm using, Runelight, lets you see your like experience per hour and shit like that. But yeah, so in order to level up your prayer skill, which is right here, you need to bury bones, and then eventually you get these prayers, and you can pray, and it takes prayer points that you need to replenish every time. There's so many layers. It's so good. Well done, you've made your first kill. Pass the gate and talk to the combat instructor. I'm going to take the bones again. I did it! I killed a giant rat! I saw. You seem better at this than I thought. Now that you have grasped the basics of swordplay, let's move on. Next up, we have range combat. With this, you can kill foes from a distance. With range, you'll be able to attack the rats without entering the pit, meaning they won't be able to fight back. The combat instructor gives you a bow and some arrows. And now we can just stand here and fire at them from afar. Oh, I can't even go in? What a... Oh, God, he sucks. I don't know why I can't change the... I don't want to... There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, it was because I was next to the mountain. Got it. $25. You can deposit. This is your bank. You can store things here for safekeeping. Deposit something in your inventory. From your inventory, just click on it. You can withdraw things in the same way. To continue, use the bank and click on the indicated poll booth. So I'm going to deposit the pot. Basically, all of the things. Great. And I have 440 slots. Members get many more. Plus 40 as a Jagex account. I think, okay, yeah, non-members, because everybody has to have a Jagex account now, so it starts at 440. A banker can sell you up to 360 more. Interesting. Okay, I can't talk to him right now, because it's the starting area. Poll booths are found in towns across the world. The old school Runescape community is invited to vote on future game updates to decide whether each update should or shouldn't be released. Voting is open to members with a skill total of 300 to preserve the old school character of the game. An update must gain 70% support to be released. A flag appears in the booth to let you know when you are invited to vote on a poll. And now these are all of the polls, maybe not all of them, but recent polls going back 2 years. Clan chat and player tweaks, expansions, quest trainings. Where's the agility, Varlamore, Final Dawn? There should be a sailing one in here somewhere. Mage training arena. Okay, interesting. This will show you how long ago it was that I was paying attention to this. Stackable clues, clue despawn timer. Sailing pole 1. Oh, it was very recent. And you can see, would you like us to add the Great Conch, a new island as described in the blog? New skilling activities, etc. 88% said yes. Like, question 1, passing. Should we add a Tortugan quest series consisting of 2 new quests that focus on the Tortugans? All unique rewards from these quests are subject to future polls. So, like, it's super engaged of, you know, what is the granularity of what you want on in this game. Mega poll, is it in here? And you can see here, no, should we add the Wilderness World Boss to the game as described in the blog? Its rewards will be pulled at a later date. No. Most of the players were like, I don't want a boss in the wilderness where you can go and get PvP killed. They were like, no, we don't like that. So it didn't. They no. Whereas 93% said, yes, we should add new fletching activity as part of Varlamore. It's just, I love what they have done and the dedication they've had to their community and their user base. Hello, who are you? I'm the account guide. I'm here to tell you about your account. What's an account? Your character is your account. It's what you are using to play the game right now. Everyone here has one, and some people even have multiple. There's various things you can do with your account, which is where account management menu comes into play. Let's take a look at it now. Click the flashing icon. This is your account management menu, where you can control various aspects of your account. Talk to the account guide to learn more. April, Aurora. Sorry about that. How you doing, buddy? It is a neat concept. It's amazing. It's fantastic. First, you have membership. All accounts are free to play by default, but if you desire, you can buy membership to unlock members' worlds. These worlds give you access to extra skills, areas, quests, and more. What's a world? A world is what you play the game on. Most worlds can hold up to 2,000 players. They are split into 2 main types, free worlds and member worlds. You can swap worlds with the world switcher on the logout menu. You are currently on a free world. If you want to switch to a member's world and enjoy all the benefits, you'll need to purchase membership. You can do so using the store in the account management menu. Bonds are another thing that you should know about. You can purchase bonds from the store in the account management menu. Once you have some bonds, you can redeem them for membership. But why would I use a bond instead of just buying membership normally? Unlike membership, bonds can be traded with other players. You can purchase a bond and then sell it to another player for some gold. Doing alright, things are quiet around here. It was really loud today. Why are things loud? Alternatively, you could use your gold to buy a bond from another player. So if you use my gold to buy a bond from another player, I'll get membership without spending any real money? Exactly! Oh, right. That's awesome. I'm glad the construction is starting. Next up, you'll have your inbox and name changer. The inbox is where you'll receive important information related to your account and the game. Be sure to keep an eye on it. The name changer allows you to change your display name if you don't like your current one. Be aware, though, that this is only available to accounts with membership. Deconstruction. Fair. Are you just going to be without siding for a week? Your account is very valuable and it's important you look after it. Various tools can help with this, such as bank pins, 2-factor authentication options. You'll find more information about account security on the customer support webpage. You can use the useful links section in the account management menu to get there. Anyway, that's everything I have to tell you about accounts. Let me know if you need a recap, otherwise head on to your next instructor. I wonder how setting a pin works while streaming. I wonder if that's there's got to be a salt. Like, a lot of people stream RuneScape. There's got to be a salt for that. I really hope nothing takes advantage of the thinned barrier. Bears. The bears are going to look at that house and be like, ooh, we can get inside now. Follow the path to the chapel and enter it. Once inside, talk to the monk. He'll tell you all about the prayer skill. Talk to Brother Brace. I assume you actually mean like wood-boring bees and the like. Good day, brother. Hello, I'm Brother Brace. I'm here to tell you about prayer. Click the flashing icons to open the prayer menu. My wife is sending me pins from bed. Rats and bats and spooters. Rats and bats, 100%. Spooters are getting in no matter what. There was a big one, like probably about that big, you know, with its legs and things. Not the body. The body wasn't that big, but like the whole thing was about that big. Black and white, and it looked mean. Probably wasn't. It was probably a friend. I don't mind spiders. I have several of them living in here. I'm fine with them. Too much spider, I'd just pass out. And Jen was like doing things in the bathroom, like cleaning up and touching things up, and she had not seen the spider. So I took an entire roll of toilet paper and just like casually like sidled over to it to not alert my wife. I'm not concerned about alerting the spider. I was concerned about alerting my wife to it, and just like slammed that thing into the counter. And she caught on at that point. She was like, and like speechless. And she was like, okay, let me see it. And I was like, okay. And I like lifted the thing up, and the spider had not died. He had just like wedged himself into the toilet paper roll. So then I proceeded to bash him against the counter while she freaked out a little bit last night. It was fun. Prayer menu. Talk with Brother Brace so he can tell you about your prayers. This is your prayer list. Prayers can help a lot in combat. Click on the prayers you wish to activate and click it again to deactivate it. I'll sometimes see spiders the size of $50, including legs, even with sighting. Yeah. No, you're going to get some new guests. That's just, it's going to happen. This is your prayer list. Okay. Active prayers will drain your prayer points, which you can recharge by finding an altar or other holy spot and praying there. As you notice, most enemies will drop bones when defeated. Burying bones by clicking them in your inventory will gain you prayer experience. I'm also a community officer around here, so it's my job to tell you about your friends and ignore list. You should now see another new icon. Click on the flashing place. These two lists can be very helpful for keeping track of your friends or for blocking people you don't like. You can swap between the two lists using the button in the top right corner of the menu. I've run out of prayer points. I can recharge at an altar. So that's they just go, and after X amount of time, they're gone. You can add people to either list by clicking the add button and typing their name in the box that appears. You remove people from the list in the same way. If you add someone to your ignore list, they will not be able to talk to you or send any form of message to you. I spent Sunday DrewTube. Well, hello, new friend. Thank you for coming on by. Aurora, when you get a chance, if you could shout out our new friend DrewTube. How was your stream? Thank you for coming. I'm your accidental friend Jim. You can call me Axe. I am playing RuneScape for the first time. Not the first time. The first time on stream today. I assume. Were you playing RuneScape? Tell me about your life. Tell me about, as much as you want to share. Give me an elevator pitch for who you are in your stream, when people can find you, what you do. Oh, nice. I'm my first ever Iron Man. Hell yeah. So I have played RuneScape. I've played RuneScape since 2005. Like, just ancient player. Lost my ancient account sometime in the mass hacks back in like 2010, 2012. recently in unemployment, I started another account. Then I started streaming back in April, and I was like, well, I should start from the beginning. So I'm starting tonight so that I can do daytime streams where I smoke and drink coffee in the morning and play some in my new job. But yes, thank you. I appreciate you coming on in, bringing your guys on over. Also, Cobbler, welcome. Thank you for coming in and being here. If you have to raid and run, totally understand. Go take care of yourself. Food, drink, lack of screen time, whatever you need. I am going to be here for a hot minute. But yeah, I'm Axe. I'm a dad, and I just recently got a job. So I'm not on as much as I was before, but all of August, I'm trying to stream every single day to get myself out of the habit. I'm a semi-successful character comedian on TikTok. Nice! There's a chance you've seen my stuff if you're on TikTok at all. I just started streaming to connect with my audience more. I'm currently working on funneling my audience to Twitch. Also a dad. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Let me get you a follow over here. That's fantastic. I have a 4-year-old. You just missed her because she was here talking to chat. She's a little... She loves the spotlight. I love her. You'll see her plenty when I'm streaming. And I totally lost... I do not TikTok myself. But once upon a time, my lovely wife did. And there's a lot of crossover between TikTok and Instagram and all of those things. So I will definitely go and check that out. I assume it's linked on your page, linking out to your TikTok. So I'll go check that out tonight. We are going through Tutorial Island right now, despite the fact that I don't really need the tutorial. My daughter will act like she's streaming when she plays Minecraft. I love that. That's fantastic. We are going through the Tutorial Island because I can't, like, this is too involved for me to do during the day, right? Like, if I were to have my cup of coffee and whatever, I could sit and just mine for, 45 minutes to an hour. That's not a problem. Mine, talk, check emails, send things out, whatever. Actually going through the Tutorial Island, like having to talk to people, is not going to happen. We are almost off. Also, I named my character Accidental because I liked that. But yeah, I'm at like 750. Link is on my page. Nice. Yeah, I will definitely go check that out. Back in... Follow the path to the wizard's house. Where's the wizard's house? Is this the wizard's house? Something tells me it's not, but I'm gonna go check it anyway. Oh, it is the wizard's house. Great. Wizard has a wide house. But yeah, I have the least popular rune god armor on that other account. You can see here, my running went down a little bit because I ran 20 feet. And now it's recharging back up when I'm not moving. So once I get done with all but the Dragon Slayer quest, and get my levels back up, I'm probably going to give that armor back over because I just got it and then I stopped playing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hello! Good day, newcomer. My name is Terova. I am here to tell you about magic. Let's start by opening your magic interface. Open the magic interface. This is your magic interface. All of your spells can be found here. The list is currently filtered to only show the spells you have the magic level for. You can change this in the filter menu. Talk to the instructor to continue. Heading off for the night, but I'll be around, man. Have a great stream. You too. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. Next time you're on, I will jump on in and see what's going on there. I appreciate it, man. Get some sleep, get some rest, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Oh, if you're willing to say, what time zone are you in? Are we dealing with an East Coast person, or are you, like, in Hawaii? Like, where are we at across that spectrum? Currently, you can only cast one offensive spell called Windstrike. Let's try it out on one of those chickens. Terova gives you some air runes and mine runes. Alright, then we select that. Did he give me anything to use? No, he did not. Just that. I did. Boom. That's right, I have to click each time for magic. Oh, I've already done that. I should move on. Thanks. I don't... Listen. Well, you're all finished here now. I'll give you a reasonable number of rooms when you leave. Yes. I think I'm done. Do you want to go to the mainland, or would you like to talk to the Iron Man tutor first to learn about becoming an Iron Man? Send me to the mainland. I think I'm good. When you get to the mainland, you'll find yourself in the town of Lumbridge. If you want some ideas on where to go next, my friend Adventurer John. You can't miss him. He is wearing light blue armor with a huge sword. There are also many tutors willing to teach you about the many skills you could learn. When you get to Lumbridge, look out for the Adventurer John. He can be found outside of the Sheared Ram pub. Prepare yourself. Amazing. Amazing. Hi, Accidental. Come over here. There's Adventurer John. You look new around here. Welcome to the world of Gielinor. Thanks, it's my first time here and I'm not sure where to start. Well, lucky for you, that's exactly why I'm here. What are adventure paths? A long time ago, I was a newbie, just like you. But then I took an arrow to the knee. Who didn't know what to do, and I would be more than happy to pass on my experience. I've created some adventure paths, which I recommend you start off with. An adventure path is a list of tasks which you can complete in any order. To get started on your adventure path, I'll also give you a starter kit with some useful items. Once you've completed an adventure path task, come back to me and I'll give you a reward. Start by opening your quest panel and selecting the yellow flashing star. Quest panel, yellow star. Alright. Set a path in focus to see what the task name here. Show paths. Okay. Combat or gather path. Well, this one only has 3 tasks. So let's do the gather path. Reach 5 in the wood cutting skill. Set focus. Great. What's the path reward? Ooh, this is a lamp that will grant 150 XP in either wood fishing, cutting, or mining. Once the lamp has been used, you will not be able to claim another. Okay. Free to play, one-time use. Great. Reach level 5 in the wood cutting skill. Okay. Is there a bank this side? There's not, right? Fish mining, coal cutting, and fish smelting. Yes. You're not wrong. So, these are actually... Body runes are not nothing. You can see this stuff down here, right? Other people's drops, if they don't pick them up, you can go in and take their drops. This gate costs money to go through. I don't like spending that money. Can I come through the gate? You must pay a total of 10 gold coins to pass. Who does my money go to? The money goes to the city of Al-Kharid. Alright. So, the bank is down here. The only bank that I'm only aware of in this area is way down there. I'm not interested in paying 10 gold every time I want to go around. And the Prince Ali quest lets you pass through there for free. So we want to do the Prince Ali quest pretty early. So there is a whatchamacallit. Let's take the bones. You can learn a lot by studying other people's droppings. What was I saying? Oh, body runes. So these guys drop body runes. And you can see here, take the body runes. Oh, I don't want to drop mine. Each one, take the body runes, take the bones, take the coins, take the bones, bury the bones, bury the bones, examine the body runes. 6 gold each, right? That's the grand exchange. I don't know what the HA value is. That might be selling it to just a merchant. So like the water runes here. Water runes. Let's examine those. 4 gold each. So like you can make some, you know, decent cash, enough to like actually get yourself decent gear and stuff like that just by picking up stuff that other people drop. And other people, like if you're really strapped, you need to figure out how to do some stuff pretty early. This all can really help you. And each of these has a weight to it, except for coins. I don't think coins or runes do, but like stuff all has a weight to it. What do I don't have anything equipped right now. Let's do that. We are going to go... Ooh, chef's hat. Sell that for $300 on the Grand Exchange. I don't know if that's like a faux pas. I don't know if that's bad manners here in RuneScape, and I'll learn. Never actually played RuneScape before. My first MMO was Final Fantasy XI, followed by WoW. Aurora, you should absolutely start playing RuneScape. Deathosh started. Voxel is definitely going to start soon. We're going to start a RuneScape clan, the Accidental Friends clan. If you see here, I can go around. Rat Burgess does a thing. Ollie the Leaflet Dropper. Okay. Again, Water Rune. Over here, this is the mines. This is the mines of Al-Kharid, if I'm not mistaken. And it has some stuff in it. Do you see this? Climb rocks? That's a member thing. This is a shortcut all the way to the back here, if you're a member. Now, this is a scorpion that's level 14. He will kill me if I walk in there. But this is mithril. These are adamantite, right? Then you got silver, some coal, copper, iron, etc. Let's look at mining. See the rocks. Adamantite is level 70. So like right away, I don't know, kind of looks like a game that really relies a lot. Actually, I would disagree. RuneScape, we went through this earlier. RuneScape, old school RuneScape specifically, while the literal visuals are old, it is constantly being updated with new content and the game stays very fresh. It is very old school in the style of like, things take a lot of time, right? It's not so old school that it's Guild Wars where you lose experience when you die. Thank God. But I do think there's still stuff like you lose things on death if you do die, etc. But it's so good. I am not playing Iron Man. I have no interest in playing Iron Man because that would irritate me if I were at a point where I needed anything and I was just like, that's going to take me 6 hours to go and grind for, or I can spend $200 to go get it now. Like, it's just not worth it. However, I do want to try to do as much as I can basically by myself. But my friends, if you guys are playing, don't count. And I would be happy to play with y'all. Climb the rough wall. Again, agility, it takes the membership to get there. Now, here is the closest bank. Ooh, mithril arrows. This is actually where a lot of retail WoW players are going. This is your bank. No one else can touch it but you. The bank is used to store your items. You can click on an item in your inventory and move it into your bank. If you want to move everything from your inventory into the bank, you can use the Deposit All button. This is the Deposit Worn button and move all your worn items into the bank for you. If you want to deposit or withdraw more than one item, you can right-click the item and select a quantity of the item to withdraw. You can also change the amount of items moved by changing the quantity buttons. Nice quantity buttons down there. You can also withdraw items as banknotes. You withdraw an item as a banknote by changing the withdraw option to note. Items that stack in untradeable items can't be withdrawn as banknotes. banknotes are useful when you need to transfer a large amount of goods around the game. You are able to sell them using the Grand Exchange to stores and other players. Turn them back into items, deposit them into a bank, and withdraw them as an item. You can drag the items around the bank to move them. There are 2 types of item movement, swap and insert. If you have swap selected, when you drag an item onto another in the bank, then the items will swap position with each other. If you have insert selected, when you drag an item onto another, that item you were dragging will be moved to the position of the other item. Items will then be shifted up or down based on the additional position of the dragged item. And that's around, right? Here you can create or manage bank tabs. If you have space, there will be a tab with a plus icon on it. You can drag an item into it, create a bank tab. You can right click on the tab and select collapse tab to remove the tab and move the items in the tab back to the main bank. Great. You can have a maximum of 9 custom tabs. If you want to stop items moving around your bank, when you withdraw an item, you can create a placeholder to keep an unusable copy in your bank. Simply right click on an item in the bank and click on the placeholder option. Alternatively, you can toggle on the placeholder button to automatically create a placeholder when withdrawing an item. If retail WoW players are going there, that's a bad sign. They did the same with Classic WoW and demanded changes and eventually ruined its old school identity. That's less likely to happen with RuneScape, and I'll show you why in just a moment. You can equip items while the bank is open. To do this, withdraw eat and drink items in your inventory while the bank is open too, just by selecting eat and drink option instead. Alternatively, you can access the equipment tab here and equip items in your inventory by left clicking instead. Finish. Great. So, see here, that guy with the red X and the thing? This is a poll booth. In order for something to go into the game, 70% of players who are allowed to vote, adults in the game is what I've called them. Fine, I'll drink. You need to be level 300 and a member. 300 a member, and then 70% of the people that vote on the poll need to vote yes. So, like, let's find, where was the one that had... Does anybody remember which one had the no? There's one. Should we add a clan chat filter to allow owners to hide GP lost by members on death if it's above a certain threshold? 60% said yes, 40% said no. So it didn't go through, it didn't pass. So that's actually, like, it's very well set so that new influence doesn't come in and just screw up the vibe. Should we revert the despawn timer for dropped clue scrolls back from 1 hour back to 3 minutes? No. What's up, Pastel Boy? How you doing tonight? I low-key love the look of old school RuneScape. But that is nostalgia for me. But yeah, I'm less concerned about that because of just the nature of how they have it set up. What kind of sickness are you dealing with? Is it allergies? Are you the one that made Ollie sick in the first place? Or is it like broken leg? What are we talking here? Well, like Ollie made me sick from many hours away. Listen, I understand that too. Let's see if the gem trader has anything. Ooh, goblin mail. That's a thing I could wear. And he is out of the uncut stuff. He's got some of the cut gems. Phlegmy throat and nose, getting body aches every time. Oof. Oof. That's why I'm saying, Aurora, like, RuneScape just hits different, man. Like, it's just good. It's so great. And it still has so much of the old charm. It's fantastic draw distance. Ooh, that's shiny. I wonder if that'll come into play later. But that's for a different day. Right now I need to reach level 5 in woodcutting. Let's get some running back on. One of the main reasons that I want to be a member is because I think it's agility, that as you level up agility, you'll get more runtime. But it tells you, on this one, it tells you you've got 1 minute and 20 seconds of running remaining. I bet you'd get better off using the edge. Oh, listen. Yes. But again, that's part of the charm. 25 experience. And we just cut down some trees. Can you guys... Yeah, you can see this. I don't know why it won't let you see that when I open it up. That's interesting to me. I've got like a whole sidebar here that it's not showing you. But it'll make the screen do weird things. You just can't see it. Jake, you were not here. Hey, congratulations, you've just advanced to woodcutting level 2. I wanted to play RuneScape during the day for daytime streams, but the start going through the tutorial island and stuff takes some actual like engagement and involvement where I have to be doing things. I can't just kind of idle. Like once I get to the point that this is, you know, I can do it right now actually. I can like work and then listen and be like, oh, I'm done cutting that tree. Great. Go back and go to another tree. And then go back to work, chat with chat, and like kind of do the thing, you know? Just not without getting started. And I was like, you know what? I need to get, like, I'm trying to stream every day anyway. So let's just get that account started today. Oh, Ozzy. You know what game Jake is a fan of? Can you guess what game Jake is a fan of that I would be excited about? Can you guess? He totally fucking left. But can you guess? Not Dark Souls. Death Ash. I don't even know if you know this game. Not WoW. Me specifically. I'm talking about the other one. It starts with an F. Yeah. I have no interest in playing Eve because Eve is, from everything, like RuneScape is not a toxic game from anything I have ever seen. There's shitheads in every game, but in Eve it feels like you have to be a shithead to like get deep into the game, given its outside persona, like what people see. It's Fortune Street. Yep, Fluck be a landlord. Fortune Street. You were making a joke. You didn't realize how close the joke was to actually true. Hey, I'm woodcutting level 4 now. Yeah. I know you have no idea what it is, because you're a child. He's not. He's an adult, but he's the little brother of the stream. So, Dokapon is the other game. And I've never gotten Ozzy to actually play Dokapon. And I'm pretty sure Ozzy has said, absolutely, I don't want to play Dokapon. Fortune Street, though, Ozzy can actually get down with. I wish there was a good way to play Fortune Street online with people. Fortune Street is so good. Oh my god, cut the damn tree. Same. I've got days of my life have been spent playing Fortune Street. It's so good, though. What if Monopoly was a good game? There's Fortune Street. Though I will say, at this point in my Fortune Street career, playing against computers is just not as engaging as playing against real people. But playing against real people is difficult to accomplish. Do you remember when we tried that, Ozzy? And like the slightest thing would make the right? I can choose to land here. I can choose to like manipulate my finances in a way that actually might do something for me. Yeah, so good. It was like the wind blows too hard, we all lose our connection, and then the game dies, and then we lose all progress in what we were doing. It was a sad, sad time. And like, there's different ways to play within the playing of the game, right? Like, you can focus on the whatchamacallit, I want to call them fortune cards, but I don't think that's the actual name of them. But yeah, you can focus on like luck-based things. You can focus on renovating. Right, it really was. It was such a shame. Claim Adventurer John. I'm gonna claim Adventurer John. You could do the special things. You could focus on monopolies. You could focus on fucking over other people's monopolies. Like, it's just so good. I'd like to claim my Adventure Path reward. You've completed getting started with woodcutting. You receive an iron axe and 20 logs. As you level up your woodcutting skill, you gain access to higher level axes that you can use to gather logs at a faster rate. This is the last of the rewards that you've currently earned. More options. Better be going. Great. Nice, 20 logs that are there. Okay, so I do have... Gotcha, I gotta go down there to do the mining on this. Great. Let's get out of that map. Let's do the time warp again. We're gonna do some fire making. And look, logs will make me $93 per log on the Grand Exchange. So if I just go and like cut up some... Oh my god, can you light the damn logs, please? If I just like need to make some cash, I can go and level up my skills. And hey, fire making is now level 2. And it will give me the ability to, like, I'll go and sell them. And I can buy some, like, better gear. And the economy's not totally fucked. And they take an active interest in making sure that the economy stays reasonable. Just so good. Hey, Chicano! How you doing, buddy? I love when my friends come to hang out. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means a lot to me. And it just makes my day. How you doing, hey Chicano? How was your day? How you feeling? Fire making is now level 4. Members can now, and it tells you, and it gives you just the right amount of FOMO. Members can now light candle lanterns. I can't do that because I'm not a member. But a member could. Can I use iron axes now? Gotta remember where the things are. Axes. Oh, I could use iron axes at level 1. At level 6, I can use a steel axe. Oh, well, hey, there you go. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. But that doesn't change the fact that I need to know how your day is. How you feeling? You are revealed. Why did you go the wrong direction? Fire making is now level 5. Members can now burn pyre logs. Okay, we're gonna go down here. Go this way. Let's see. Are you gonna behave now? Come on. My day is good, actually. I did a bunch of errands and woke up at 6 a.m. Took a nap from like 2 to 5 p.m. Jelly on the 3-hour nap. Super jealous. I also woke up around 6 o'clock in the morning. Finally got out of bed at like 7:30. Addie was not doing well last night, so like at 3:30 in the morning, my lovely wife was the one that actually like woke up with her. Thank God. Careful. That could be alcohol. You have to be careful with that kind of thing. But yeah, she woke up like she's fine, but she doesn't understand the feeling of being sick yet. You know? Like, if your throat gets all phlegmy and gross, you're like, ah, fuck, my throat's all phlegmy and gross, right? Is what it is. That sucks. However, she does not understand what that feels like. So to her, she's like panicking and like, oh my god, I'm gonna die because I can't, like, breathing is a little bit harder and things are stuck in my throat and I feel gross. It's like, oh my god, you're fine, just go to bed. Like, Christ's sake. We're gonna take that chef's hat. Because eventually, I'll go sell that on the Grand Exchange. It's the sparkling caffeine. I'm most likely going to stay up all night. Did you see the recall on those? There were Celsiuses that were actually high noon canned in a Celsius can. Yeah, there was a recall. I don't know if it happened like only in high noon boxes or only in Celsius boxes. Like, I don't know the whole thing. But yeah, there were some that were filled with alcohol rather than energy drink. So that was a whole big thing. That's the bit that I was going with there. It was specifically in the blue Raz, I think. I've been purchasing Celsius like a fiend, hoping to find the cheat code to make it more tolerable. I believe in you. I am now going back to my bank, and this is a lot of what old school RuneScape ends up being, is like walking around, right? I didn't even think about the financial aspect of it, of like how much money. Oh well, no, they were only sold in packs, so you were still paying the same amount theoretically, unless they were in Celsius. But yes, who's making my phone go? See you next Tuesday streaming. Let's grab you. I'll pay the toll this time. Because I do... No lie, that's the flavor. What did you try to say that got censored out? The thing, the auto mod is overzealous, to say the least. Ah. Yeah, it really hates the idea of links. I need to get Firebot set up so that I can separate some of that shit out. Because with, I said pay the toll. With the Twitch native stuff, it's like, oh, no, I don't want to run anymore. Either like yes links or no links, and what I want is yes some links and no other links, but you can't do that with Twitch native. Now we go down here. Somebody just screamed outside. But like, I get it. Yeah, you've got an option to now monetize, at least at the ad level, from the beginning. I don't think it's subscriptions. I think it's just ads. Reach level 5 in mining. What do I gotta do? Smithing. Smelting. Bronze. Okay, it's 1 and 1. Great. Mining level is now 2 from 1 mine. When I logged in, it said it gave me bits, emotes, and subs, but I do have 2 accounts, and the other one didn't email at all. Interesting. Very interesting that it's giving everybody subs. I wonder what that means. Like, for the ecosystem, you know what I mean? I'm sure that it means that we're going to get a couple of, like, a new segment of trash channels that just run a ton of ads and something else. Freya is a cat is raiding with a party of 23. Freya, hello. We got Freya, Kalish, Brooks, Drama Freak. Hello, Drama Freak. Welcome to the Action Front stream. How was your stream, Freya? Aurora, are you around, and can you give a shout out to our friend Freya? I'm really bummed that I don't have Sidekick to pull up a clip, because I enjoy Freya clips quite a bit. Hello everyone, if you don't know me, I am Axe, your excellent friend Jim. I am a variety streamer, I do stuff, I'm a dad. It's me, I'm here. 2 chapters and achieved our goal for the night. Brooks, how are you, my friend? What are you playing right now? Because my shout out doesn't properly tell people anything about you. Also, if you want to do like a Nolan, I don't know how to say your name out loud. Noliness? 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 I'm not sure. Styx Master Shadows, basically Hitman as a Goblin. Ooh, I like it. That sounds fantastic. 2 stealth goblin chapters. I am playing Runescape because I want to stream during the daytime. I want to do like my morning coffee with Noli. Perfect. Noli, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you for the follow, Drama Freak. I appreciate that. And I was sitting there earlier today, and I was like,
Let me show you what I can do.
Noli, thank you so much. You got me to my 130 follower goal. Good job. I appreciate that. Freya, was it you that caused me to get to 100? Did you also... Are you historically a goal manifester in this stream? I can't remember if that was you or if that was TG. But I'm going to give you the credit because, I mean, better you than him. Might have been. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I was going to stream earlier today. I was feeling it. And I was like, it's just... too much engagement and too much effort to get through like the tutorial portion. This shit, yeah, please take it. Everybody should. But like you see how idle this is. I can just sit here and have my cigar and talk and chit chat and hang out while mining happens. It's like we're like, okay, here's this, and then check emails, make sure that everything's going on over there, and go back and forth. And this August, I am trying to be a lot less precious about having the right conditions to stream, you know? So I've got like, you know, it's in my head. Now that I'm working, right? I'm working 8 to 4-ish, right? And that's Central Time. And I have been unemployed for most of my daughter's life. So I've been able to be full-time dad for most of that time, and I've been with my wife constantly for, you know, almost 20 months. And so then I'm just like, well, I just want family time now. And then I'll go and spend time with the family, and then it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, well, I can't stream now because everybody that normally would watch me is like not there. They're not going to be around, and well, I can't start now. So I'm trying to break myself of that habit, right? And just say, fuck it, go live, be done with it. And in an effort to make that happen and kind of like break myself of bad habits, I'm trying to stream every day in August, no matter what. So you're going to see me a lot more. So anytime, come on by, come hang out. I like to talk. I appreciate that. I was bummed earlier because I saw that you went live, and I had just started doing full-on family time, and then as much as I do love you, Freya, you're not beating up my kid. So I was like, oh, I want to be at Freya like every day while also starting a job. Yes, while also still being an engaged father and husband. What am I at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 3 more 10. Yeah, so luckily I'm still work from home, and I am in a position where like I can do kind of a co-work kind of thing. But I also don't want to, I'm not comfortable enough yet to do co-work with nothing else as a value add. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm just like, yeah, you're here to sit and look at me, look at a computer for a little while. Like, no, that I'm not at that point personally. So I want to have something going on. You'll probably find that people will come in when and where they can and make more community. 100%. You're correct. I am just in my own head about it, which is the reason that I'm like forcing myself to get out of that, because it's silly. It's silly to be super precious. It's not like I'm like pushing for partner today. You know what I mean? So, and if you want, like, on top of that, I'm doing Accidental Friends podcast, which is not out yet, but I did record the first episode. I need to do more recording of that because my local library has a great setup where I talk about volunteerism and talk to people that do volunteer work. Specifically apolitical, talking about how we can make a difference in our communities because everything starts locally, and like what it means to be a volunteer, you know, the kinds of opportunities that you can run into, all of that kind of thing. So I'm starting that, trying to still be engaged with other people, and just a handful of other things that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. So I'm a very busy human being, but I love this. Streaming, meeting people, meeting new friends, just meeting people that are so weirdly like in the same lane of energy and life. Like Brooks and I are both DCI people, and we figured that out the other day, and that like I can't tell you the last time I met a new person in my life that was a DCI person. And just, it's amazing, you know, and the communities that I've run into and built and met, it makes me ecstatic. It's really hard to make changes and to ignore the voices to tell. Yes, 100%. It's awesome that you're working on improving your mindset. getting out of your comfort zone, all maintaining your important relationships. I couldn't do it without my just incredible human of a wife. She is the love of my life. She is so incredibly supportive, always yes-anding, and standing by me to get shit done and make shit happen. And she's just, I wouldn't have the life I have without her. So thanks Sunshine Mama at some point, because she does show up here and in other people's streams. She is a doll. She's amazing. Somebody stole my fucking rock? Get out of here. What are you doing? That's another thing that happens in the game. She's amazing. And the fact that, like, she's starting to meet people and recognize people. So she'll ask about, like, how stream went. Like, she gets along with Tazzy very well. So she'll, you know, she'll go in there and throw a lurk or hang out and chat. And just, like, she's in it. That's my little sister, everybody. Phoenix is my little sister. So yeah, just, and like, I'm lucky because I have a spectacular support system here at home that my people have been incredibly supportive on this journey. Can't tell how many people I met via Twitch that are now my closest friends. I totally believe it, and I wouldn't have. It sounded like a platitude before I started streaming, because I was never a Twitch native, right? Like, I didn't hang out on Twitch myself. I do YouTube, but that's it, right? And after, like, Loopy brought me to, what are you trying to get me to do over there? Oh, I don't want you yet. I'm doing the adventure paths. What I need is a smelting place. Can you show me where to smelt? It's up here somewhere, but I don't remember where. Loopy brought me over to Ollie's stream, and Ollie and I clicked immediately. Is it over here? There's a smithing guy. So I don't post on YouTube currently. There is a furnace in there, fantastic. But if you go to youtube.com/externalfriends, you will see our content from 8 years ago, where me and your external friend Mike, who is the artist that did all of the assets that you see here, the little border, the background that makes everything look like Earthbound, he did all of that because he's an incredibly talented artist, did the logo and stuff like that. And we did gaming content over there. Some of it is fantastic. At the time, we were the only full playthrough of Golden Sun on YouTube in English. There were a couple others that started but didn't like get through the whole thing. There's also my favorite episode that we did, which is Donkey Konga, where Mike is really bad at rhythm games. Fantastic time. Haven't posted on YouTube in a long time. He got a job, I got a different job. You know, all of the different things there. But yeah, we had a blast doing it. And during my 18 months of unemployment, got to a point where, like, jobs weren't coming. Like, it just wasn't happening. I was applying above my station. I was applying below my station as far as, like, what my experience said that I should be doing. I was applying soon. I was applying late. I was applying all across the board, right? Like, tailoring my resume, not tailoring my resume, hiding things in there so that AI would pick it up, and just nothing was coming of it. So I was like, well, I guess I need to fucking do something on my own. So I started streaming, and 2 months into streaming, I ended up applying to a job that was a great fit for the intersection of my skills, which is customer support and running tastings, stuff like that. I've been in the cigar industry for over a decade. I started back in 2012. That brought me down to Nicaragua. I fell in love with tobacco. I fell in love with cigars. And I could talk about cigars for days. And since Freya brought a raid in, instead of finishing out for the night, I'm going to continue and light another cigar here real quick. I just fell in love with tobacco, fell in love with cigars, the whole industry. It's the same as high-end wine and high-end alcohol, high-end coffee, like things where you can get a ton of different flavor profiles. I've gotten strawberries and black pepper. I've gotten buttered popcorn. I've gotten, there's one that tastes like banana bread, and that comes out semi-regularly as a limited release product. So anything that you can get out of wine, which is just grapes, you can get out of tobacco. But the problem is that the cigar industry does not pay very well, and it doesn't value the experience and the insight unless you're going and being a rep. And I don't. You've never wanted to smoke until this very second, Freya. If you want to learn about cigars, I got you. I have a cigar that I recommend everybody smoke as their first cigar. It's the cigar I gave my little sister. It's the cigar I gave Ozzy. People in this chat have all gotten this treatment and gone through. It is the Herrera Esteli Lonsdale Deluxe, which is hard to find nowadays because people don't want smaller cigars, which is silly because smaller cigars are more dynamic and more interesting. It's a whole thing. But yeah, so the job that I found, getting back to the point, because I'll go on a tangent and a thread here. It is, yeah, that one right there, Phoenix Risen, who is simultaneously, in my head, will always be both, 14 years old and 33 years old, despite the fact that she is not my age. She lives in a weird nebulous area, right? But this job came up on Indeed one day, and it was run our customer support and run our whiskey tastings and do all of the things associated with that. So I sent in my resume, and I was like, hey, so I've done all of this for these different companies, spread across. I just haven't done it in whiskey. And I got a response the same day, and the hiring manager was like, hey, let's talk next week. And I had my interview with them, and during that interview, they were like, do you have time this afternoon to get on with the head guy? And I was like, yeah, okay. And they're like, great. Let's do that at, how about 3 o'clock? Sure. And I had my first and second round interview the same day and got the job. So it was wild. I started building this community and started building the Twitch thing and doing this and getting very regular and going on and making friends and everything like that. And then all of a sudden I actually got a job. But Jen saw what it did for and to me. And she was like, you're not stopping streaming, right? You're going to keep doing that. So here I am, and I'm still going. And if you get me talking, I will talk for 100 years. But now, also, with Accidental Friends building it out, that side of my room I'm going to convert to a stage, set, that's the word, to do whiskey tastings on, because I have to learn how to taste whiskey, and the only way you can do that is to drink it. And if I'm going to be drinking whiskey, you shouldn't drink alone. So I'm going to have my friends over, and we'll drink whiskey together, and eventually, I'll have people on, right, Twitch people. I admire that so much. When I found my last full-time job, I stepped away from streaming. I can't express how much I regretted doing that. It just, you... Oh, Ozzy left. Good night, Ozzy. No worries. My buddy just texted me and was like, sorry to leave, but, you got raided. And then I was like, yeah, go to bed. You're fine. Yeah, I can't imagine stopping at this point. I love doing this. I love talking to people. I obviously, having done cigar rolling and events and all of those things, I basically need a stage, and I love it. It is absolutely a blast. I like seeing what my friends are doing, and I like making more friends and interacting with people and hanging out and getting to know a wide plethora of people. I also am very passionate about getting out of your own echo chamber. So like trying to find people with different life experiences and different views, and the amount that I've grown as a person over the past decade, outside of Twitch, just like as a person, moving down to Nika and being down there for 8 months, living a different way, meeting different people, was a huge turning point for me in my personal growth and not being such an asshole. And it really pushed me to realize, like, people is what I like. I enjoy hearing people's stories and, engaging with them and learning about them. And it has made me a better person overall. So I can't imagine having found Twitch and having found a way to both give a place for people to come and be, and for me to exist and to meet people myself and like really engage outside of what my personal scope is. There's no way that I could walk away from this at this point. So here we are. And thank you so much, Freya, for bringing your people over to give, like, it means a lot. Thank you. You're very, very kind. And if you guys have questions about anything that I've talked about here tonight, let me know. I almost tried to click on my stream over here to move, what with the click to move aspect here. But yeah, so we're doing RuneScape now because I love this game. I played this as a youth 20 years ago, and just started my new character tonight for the sake of not being able to go in and like actually play during the day, as opposed to doing nothing during the day. As far as stream. How long has it been since your Runescaped? So, if you recall, I just mentioned that I was unemployed for 18 months. During that unemployment, I definitely started an account, and played a considerable amount. So like here, if you haven't played RuneScape before, RuneScape is a free-to-play game with a membership option, right? These are all of the free quests that you get as a free-to-play member. And it scrolls down to about there, right? This is the rest of the content. This content probably going to take you about 30 to 50 hours, depending on how, like, or more if you're not familiar with any of it. And then you've got all of these skills, and all of these skills go up to 99. Some of them, like agility, are members only, but a lot of them defense. All of the combat ones, wood cutting, fire making, cooking, fishing, etc., those are all free as well. I got to a total level of 750 and completed all of the free quests on that account. And not too long after that, I decided that I had to do something myself because traditional Jorbs were not going to be coming. So I started streaming and realized that I was going to want to stream RuneScape at some point. So I stopped playing that. After I finish probably the bulk of the free quests and get my skill levels up a good amount, I'm definitely going to get membership, but I will probably... oh, son of a bitch. Now I got to run all the way back around. After I get my levels and stuff up, I will give myself the gear that I spent forever farming gold for to buy, to get me back to kind of like where that was. But that is, listen, yes, 100%. I desperately want to play Expedition 33, Clair Obscura, but so I, like, anytime one of our friends is playing Clair Obscura, I don't go to their stream because I'm like, well, I don't want to spoil anything. And then I have no context for what's happening, but I can't, like, engage or interact with any of my friends now, which is so fun. Blueprints was one I started playing back on the old Potato, hence all of the Potato things. You'll see Potato, Computer. I made this myself. I was very proud. The computer, I'm circling it like you can see. You can't see. Good lord. I'm not very good at this, guys. The animated computer emote comes from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo. And I pulled it all apart and like I ripped the sprites from the game and stuff all by myself, and I was very proud of that. And the Potato, love you, sis. Yes, please come over and show me whatever it is that you got at Ren Fair. Like, I don't even know what to expect at this point from you. But yeah, Potato and Computer were two of the first emotes because I was streaming on my old Asus G7 something. It's got a 970M in it. It's from like 2013. And it literally couldn't handle Blueprints. So I started playing it, got to about a 7-minute delay because it was struggling so hard. And then I didn't play it again for a month because that's how long it took to get a computer. And my lovely friends and community came together to build me a Frankenstein computer that I can actually stream on, which is much better than the computer that I was streaming on previously. Still not great, like for modern standards, but it's wonderful. And then I started playing Blueprints, but I couldn't engage with anybody during that whole craze. But I've also heard that Expedition 33 is the spiritual successor, not necessarily in a design philosophy, like people didn't set out to make it, but it ended up being a spiritual successor to Legend of Dragoon. So I kind of want to play Legend of Dragoon first, because that's a short game, 4 discs. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And then I don't know if you've played Blueprints, Freya, but I got to a point where I was like, I think I'm good. I think I'm fine with playing Blueprints at this point. I don't need to discover all of the other things. That's great to hear, because that's done. Freya says do it, so now I have to. Why are you still showing me hints? Oh, because I said to show a hint for that before. Got it. But yeah, like, do you see how nice and idle this is? I can just interact with people. If I get a call from my boss, I can just be like, mute the thing and go and do the thing. Did I mention for when I do the whiskey tastings that I'm having my very good friend Loopy Picklehead design the set for me, and it's going to be a modular thing, so like we can throw it up and tear it down, because that's one of the main exits from this room out to outside. And like I've known Loopy for also 20 years, something like that. And it's really cool to see him on the platform and doing things and being successful and being a place and that people are happy to raid and like go out to and everything. This is just, Twitch is a stupid platform with like so many weird idiosyncrasies, but it is also just really great at, you know, bringing people together and finding a home and finding people to interact with and, you know, call your friends. I'm very, very lucky, and I cherish this stuff. Whiskey does deserve its own stage. I will not be drinking anything of the company that I work for 2 reasons: doxing issues, and also conflict of interest, right? But I also shouldn't be drinking that stuff to learn. I need to start with like your bog standard, not Jack, like that weird middle ground of the echelon where it's good but not fantastic. You're talking like $50 a bottle, $60 a bottle kind of guys. And so if you give a mouse a cookie, if I'm going to do that, that means that I need to get lav mics, because right now I've got my good old Blue Yeti. And this is not going to be good for, it's not good for me, but it's definitely not going to work for 4 people in an echoey room. So if I want to do that, I have to get lav mics. If I get lav mics, then I need to get a mixer. If I get a mixer, then I need a better desk, because this desk is like, it's just not set. Like, I have no place to put a mixer to put lav mics into. So a couple things have to happen there before we can get to a point where we can actually do that whiskey stream. Everything else, I don't care if the set's done, like whatever, but if audio isn't reasonable, then it's unwatchable. That's my biggest deal breaker, is going in and making sure that the audio is good enough to not scare people away. So a couple things need to happen so that I can actually get to a point where I'm doing the tastings. But also the thing that triggered this for me is the fact that I need to get my Discord together, so that people can actually come to the Discord and see, right? I mean, listen, you need to catch the full breadth of your screams. If you don't get the highs and the lows, what's the point? You might as well go scream into the void. Because I want to be able to send out and be like, hey, this Thursday we're doing a whiskey tasting, and we're tasting these 4 whiskeys. So if you want to join along with us, like, go out and do that, or get your buddies together and, split the bottles so that you can taste along with. And then I want to get, I want to start tasting wine, and I should really raid out soon, because I have a meeting in 9 hours, but hold on. There is nothing in the cigar industry or cigar world. Let's snooze that, because after this I am gonna raid out, I think. I can't carry any more fish. There's nothing in the cigar world that indicates one is an authority on the palate and authority on flavor. So many things in the cigar industry are just, oral tradition, father to son, bad information, and bad old stories about like how things work, and it's just not good. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, no pun intended. A lot of charlatans, people that will sell you something but don't actually know what the hell they're talking about. So in order to find a way to indicate that I am an authority on flavor and on a palate, really, dude? What am I to do? Nice hat. I don't actually want to deal with you right now. Want to hear about TVs? Yeah, right? Like, so... Oh, there is a bank here, isn't there? Am I just an idiot? Yeah, I'm just an idiot. So, in order to indicate that I am an authority on the palate, I want to learn wine. I have 3 of the standard best books for wine. This is the Wine Bible. It's a very heavy book. that will tell you all the things about stuff and things. I have a book that I just dropped. The World Atlas of Wine, which is literally a reference book on... There's also a puppy, hence all of the dog hair flying around. All the wines. Orange Bleed, you know I love... Like, you should know this. Oh. Okay. Oh, pre-roll. Okay, got it. Well, I'm rating out anyway. Orange Bleed, welcome. I'm going to be heading out for the night soon. And then Windows on the World, complete wine course, talking about all of the wines. So, in addition to learning whiskey, I will be learning wine as well, eventually. So I'll be able to put in there and be like, hey, this week we're tasting such and such, such and such, such and such wines, and start kind of like a palate club of sorts. But yeah, that's my life. That's my life in a nutshell. I have a meeting in 9 hours, which means I have to be at work in less than 9 hours, which means I'm not getting any more than like 6 hours of sleep. If that. So we are going to raid out. I don't have any friends that are playing RuneScape right now. Freya, do you have anybody that you would like to... Good night, Orange Bleed. Thank you for being here. And thank you, everybody, for coming on in. Oh, let's go. Let's go see our good friend, Hazel. Or we can go... Actually, no. Are you actually doing this right now? Yes, you are. We are going to see our friend Loopy. I love going to bring people to go see him. He is doing Mario Paint tonight. He is amazing. And, let's, like, just go and see what this man can create in Mario Paint on original hardware. He is incredibly funny. He is incredibly talented. Loopy Picklehead is just a fantastic human being, and I hope you all give him all of the love. Freya, thank you for bringing your people over here. All of Freya's people, thank you for hanging out. I love you all so, so much. Aurora, Orange Bleed, Ozzy, Vox, Jesse, like, all of you guys are just so, so wonderful. Thank you all for being here, and I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be here tomorrow. I don't know at the time, so if you have me followed, you'll see me maybe doing a daytime stream tomorrow where I drink coffee and smoke a cigar in the morning. Freya, let me know if you want to smoke a cigar, and we'll make that happen for you. And the rest of you, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you get great sleep. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you guys all very soon. Let's go see our very good friend Loopy Picklehead.